Hello, my moonbeams, and welcome in. I am so happy to have you here. So much twin flame energy coming in right now. So we are going to do another reading for the divine counterparts. A twin flame energy read. I got most of my twin flame decks out here. But of course, we are going to start with the tarot, and we are just going to see what wants to come out. Spirit, let's start with the divine masculine. What is their energy today? We already got a dragonfly outside the window here, indicative of spiritual awakening. They are going through a spiritual awakening big time. We've been picking up on the hermit energy for the masculine, the isolation phase. Ooh, we have death, Scorpio energy, the wheel of fortune, and the 2 of cups in reverse. Okay. Oh my gosh, they feel like they ruined whatever this is. They feel like they ruined it. They're having a really, really hard time with this, but they're having a death to their ego right now. And there is cycles ending here and good karma coming forward. It's just a phase right now, I'm hearing. It's just a phase that they're going through. They're going through the thick of it. I just heard they're going through the worst of it, okay? We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So this can speak to self-development, perfectionism, maybe having no passion, feeling uninspired, okay? And you know, if you've been through it, that's really part of the dark night of the soul, right? It feels like a dark depression going on, okay? We have the 6 of Swords, transition and change, beautiful, okay? Major change. We have got the dragonfly, we have death, we have the wheel of fortune, we have so much change energy here. We have Virgo, we have Jupiter, which is all about growth and expansion. Here we have Aquarius energy and Scorpio energy. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse as well. So this can speak to a passion project, maybe working undercover on some type of entrepreneurial aspect here. Holy cow. I'm sorry. I have so much like animal activity outside my window, and there was a huge iguana or like lizard of some sort that just climbed all the way up a palm tree right outside my door. And it was really, really bright green. Maybe that has some significance to somebody here. Okay, but this it also speaks to anger and like scattered energy, delays, and frustration. Okay, so the masculine has embarked on a spiritual awakening here, and they are going through the thick of it. Like I said, going through the really hard part of it, you know, because you've already been through it. This is Cancer Leo energy here, but it's also speaking to the time period, okay? Because we are in Cancer Leo energy here. We're coming up on the Leo new moon here, and the 8-8 portal is coming in fast and furious. Wow, we have the Strength card, so Leo energy. And then we have the Lovers in reverse, which is Gemini energy here, okay? There was once an opportunity, an opening here for these two, where this masculine fumbled that opportunity, okay? They dropped the ball here, I'm hearing. And at least that's how they feel, okay? They're sitting in this despair in this time, like, wow, I really messed this up, okay? This is what they're feeling in this exact moment right now. Okay, and now we have the Four of Pentacles. So they've been saving money. They've been working on their stability foundation. There's also some perfectionism here with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? They felt that they needed to be way more financially stable for this connection, okay? It was an ego thing for them. Let's get one final card for the masculine here. Okay, and we have the Four of Cups. So this is the, you see the cloud bringing in this cup here and them not even looking its way, right? So this was, they realized that this was a gift from the universe that they completely fumbled, and they are having a hard time with this right now. 444 is coming to me very strongly. Archangel Michael energy. Okay, this has been very protected. It hasn't mattered what way or how this went down. It's like this is coming together no matter what. I just got full body chills. No matter what redirection or blocks or whatever. I'm getting two people that's really made it a lot harder on themselves than it needed to be. And this really did deal with being so much in the ego, like maybe really caring about what people thought. We have the Fool in reverse and the Ace of Cups here. Wow, with the Devil energy. Okay, these few more wanted to come out. So we have Capricorn energy here. They held back here. They held back, but there was also some addictions going on, okay? And they did not accept this Ace of Cups here. You may have offered them something here. You may have offered your love in some way here and they fumbled it, okay? So this is the overarching energy here for the masculine right now. They are now reflecting perfect time with all the planets in retrograde, okay? They are now reflecting on what happened between the two of you, and they are feeling a lot of remorse about it, okay? They're kind of feeling stupid for not speaking their feelings. And they also feel this must have really hurt you in some way. But they're calling me back to the Strength card. They see a lot of strength in you. They feel like you're a very, very strong person. Maybe they were kind of around during a time where you went through quite a lot. Maybe some loss in your life, okay? A lot of loss in your life, a lot of upheaval, a lot of tower moments. They were kind of more in close proximity to your energy, if that makes sense, than they are now. So they knew you went through a lot, and all they saw in you was strength here, okay? So that's just confirmation for somebody. I have my second tarot deck. This is one of my absolute favorites right now, the Tarot de la Nuit by Alexandria Bach and I can't read Carol Ann Basinchnazi. I am butchering that, but yes, very beautiful deck. I love the illustrations tend to be pretty different than in the traditional tarot here, so I really I do love that because intuitively you can just pick up on so much. So let's move into this deck for the Divine Feminine here and see where the feminine energy is. Let's just get a couple more. See where the Divine Feminine energy is today, because I'm just feeling like a very, very powerful energy for the feminine. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Yep, so you've put a very, very clear boundaries in your life, especially energetically here, okay? You know, without a doubt here with the Seven of Swords, what you need to let go of, okay? You're really clear on that right now. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm just getting like this warrior spirit. You have been through a lot. You have already been through the thick of it. The masculine is a bit behind you, okay? 10 of Cups. You are going after that. I'm just hearing that song. You're gonna hear me roar by Katy Perry, I believe that is. And then Eye of the Tiger. So you could be the Chinese zodiac year of the tiger here. But you know what your 10 of Cups looks like. You're like so clear on that. I'm getting like crystal clear energy on like your rose colored glasses have been lifted, right? Where you can kind of just see in an instant, no, that's not for me. No, that's not for me. No, that's not for me. Yes, that's for me. Like there's some crystal clear clarity. Oh my gosh, another song is coming through. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. You are seeing so clear. Without a doubt, so clear. Wow, that is beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. We have the Wheel again for the feminine. That is absolutely amazing here. Wow, okay. And it's interesting because it's in the reverse for the feminine here, as it's upright for the masculine here, as you can see. But this is speaking to, it can speak to some bad luck. So there may be, you may have felt like you've been in a period of bad luck, okay? Or you've had no control over something, but there is something here that's been released. You have had resistance to change, okay? I'm not getting that this is your current energy, but this is energy that you have literally just shifted out of, okay? You're breaking some type of huge cycle. This is coming out under the Devil energy that's over the masculine here. So this might be for you an addiction. Okay, this might be an addiction that you've had for quite some time that is that has taken a lot of time for you to release. Like I'm getting the energy of slowly letting this thing go, like pacing yourself when it comes to that. So let's say I'm just being called to drinking. Let's say you were a daily drinker and you slowly started cutting out like 1 day a week. Okay. Or then after you got that down, you're like, okay, I'm going to do 1 month out of the year. And it took a few years. I'm getting 4 years specifically to really taper this really far down to where you got to a point where it's like, wow, this really holds me back. This, like even just a little bit of it in my life holds me back. And this could be anything. This could be whatever you know is your vice, okay? But this really holds me back. I cannot have this in my life anymore. And I'm being called back to a reading I just did recently where it's like a switch just flipped. You woke up and you're like, no more. Enough is enough. No more of that. Okay. And this is that energy right here. This is that energy that you needed to get to your 10 of Cups. It's like sitting and wondering like, what is this block? What is this block? What is this block? And this was your block the whole time. This is why things weren't moving forward for you. This is why things weren't growing and expanding for you. This is why things couldn't just click. This is why clarity wasn't coming in. All of that, okay? And it's like you knew that, but it's almost like not wanting to accept that for a bit. Like, why can everyone else enjoy themselves, but I can't? There's a sense of excess to it. Okay, so there was a bit of excess to it, but also a time period of, well, maybe I can get it down to where I'm just enjoying it like everyone else. But then it just got to a point where, nope, I don't want it at all. Okay, I know I know I have this mission, and maybe it's not completely clear what it is yet, but I know I have some sort of mission, and this is my calling. This is my nudge. This is something I have to let go of. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's path is going to look different, and that's okay, right? Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. It's surrender and acceptance here. So 5 of Cups, okay? So there was a lot of despair surrounding this. Some mourning and letting this go for some reason. Okay, a little bit of a pity party. I'm feeling like it's not fair. Like, I don't want to have to let this go, whatever this was, you know? Why is no one else being, ooh, we have a yellow and white butterfly here. Why is nobody else being called to do this? Why doesn't it affect anybody else? It's because you have a bigger calling, okay? Your calling is bigger. And I realize that this is hard because no one's sitting here telling you, like, this is what you are. You're getting no 3D validation when it comes to this, right? You're getting only energetic validation. So as you move away from this vice and you start seeing things change in your 3D universe, but it's like no one's telling you to do this. No one's patting you on the back for doing this, okay? And that makes it all the much harder. You have to have that much more strength, right? 9 of Cups, beautiful. This cycle is ending. I mean, you are putting a nail in this coffin here. You are absolutely putting in the nail in the coffin here. The platinum blonde hair is really sticking out to me, but also like a change in your style. Maybe you're wanting to do that right now, kind of to mark the end of your old self in some way. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is directly tied to prosperity, okay? The letting go of this thing, specifically the way you're gonna know this was right for you is how things just grow exponentially, prosperity-wise, okay? You go out for a job opportunity and you just get it. You climb the ladder within that company really high. You have some type of entrepreneurial side endeavor or something you're working on, and it just grows overnight like that, okay? You're going to start seeing these things happen in your 3D, and it's going to be like, wow, all I had to do for the last 4 years was let that thing go for this to happen for me. And there's going to be a sense, a little 5 of Cups of energy, they're saying, when it comes to that, because you're going to be like, that's all I had to do to shift. That's all I had to do. Why didn't I do that sooner? Okay, don't get hung up on that though. Very importantly, they're saying here, don't get hung up on the time, okay? There's a sense of needing this isolation. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, black swans here. And the red is really, you're different here, okay? They're not calling me to the traditional meaning of the 7 of Pentacles. You are going to have a lot of choices here when it comes to how you want to be prosperous here, but it's also sticking out to me like you were the black sheep of some sort, but in a very positive way, possibly when you were younger, before life started lifing, or you just started wanting to like more fit in. And Spirit is saying here to embrace your black swan, okay? To embrace that part of you and to not want to fit in. That is one of your most powerful gifts here, okay? So that's for somebody. It's one of your most powerful gifts to embrace your individuality, okay? Because that's really what's going to make you stand out in all of these options that you have here. The Empress, beautiful, beautiful. You are the mother, the divine feminine, the healer, the teacher. I'm seeing the High Priestess as well, okay? We'll get a couple more cards. But you are so on the verge of just a quantum leap shift, okay? You're not even going to recognize yourself. We have the Hanged Man here. Didn't we have the Hanged Man for the masculine as well? That must have been yesterday. This was the Fool and the Hanged Man, okay? This is just confirmation that you did sit on letting this thing go for quite some time, okay? But that's okay. That's okay, because you're doing what you need to do now. It finally just clicked. And I'm getting someone here actually prayed really hard that this thing would click, right? We have death. You're very much mirroring energy, okay? We have death, Scorpio energy again, okay? This is the death to the old self here. Both of you are dying to the old self, okay? It's the self you cannot bring with you. Hold space for gratitude for that self, though. That self that was the warrior, that self that had to go through all the hard things, okay? Judgment. Yes, that is beautiful. Okay, we have, and this is very much, you see, like, all the darkness. She's looking back on all the darkness here and walking forward to the light, okay? She's about to turn away from the darkness and walk towards the light with confidence, okay? She's looking very much like the Hermit here, Virgo energy, Libra energy coming through. She's leaving this world, okay? You've spent enough time in the darkness. I'm getting possibly, this has really been, even if you don't know it or not, it's been around a 20-year cycle for you. So maybe started around 2005, 2006, where you kind of leaned into wanting to come out of that black sheep energy of being different, of standing your ground and being a very confident Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands energy, and to kind of leaning into what everybody else was doing. Don't shoot the messenger for acceptance, okay? But this was also your journey into the darkness, bringing your light into the darkness. And they're bringing to me very strongly that you took on a lot. I'm just chills, pins and needles all over right now. You brought into yourself a lot of other people's energy. So there may have been a lot of sitting with confusion lately, okay, about, I don't understand, like, why I turned into this, why, you know, why I needed this, like, maybe a recognition of, I don't really harbor things that went on in my childhood, you know, I don't really hold in. You were taking on so many people you were helping heal through this darkness journey, and you helped heal a lot of people. I am feeling a lot. You may not, you don't recognize this. You're just now recognizing this, okay? So there's a real need to cleanse your energy, like, rapidly, okay? So, like, for the root chakra, walk and walk and walk and walk. And maybe you've been doing a lot of walking lately to heal that root chakra. Epsom salt baths, salt water, seawater, wind, okay? Fire. You want to cleanse your energy the best you can, okay? Maybe Reiki healing. Maybe you're feeling called to do Reiki healing, but now is the time to cleanse and purge everybody's energy from you, okay? That's very much going to help you, because it's like you're already snapping out of things on your own, but you need to really clear. And Epsom salt bath. Get some Epsom salt, okay? We have the moon on the bottom of the deck as well, okay? So what's hidden is now being revealed. Everything you need to know is going to come to the surface now. This Leo new moon is going to be very significant for you, I'm hearing, okay? Let's get some advice for you, because this is beautiful. And then we're gonna do some advice from spirit for you, okay? And then we're gonna move into, like, messages from your person's 5D higher self, etc. Okay, because it's like everything is changing for these two. Everything. It means your wildest dreams, okay? So everything you want financially, career, love, life, everything, okay? Everything you've ever dreamed of coming for you, because of this surrender and because of letting go of the devil energies, okay? People, places, and things that no longer serve you. Having the strength to do that. I mean, not everybody can do that, okay? You even see people that come on to be like readers, and they can read the energy, but people themselves that haven't been able to fully let go of their vices, okay? So maybe they don't climb very high or don't climb as high as they could be, okay? They're still healers healing, right? So, and we're always healing, but most people don't have what it takes to be the Buddhist, right? Where they can sit in nothingness and have no attachment to nothing, anything, right? It is really about recognizing your self-awareness on all your attachments and being able to let go of all of that for some time. You will see that detachment raises everything in your 3D world, okay? You don't believe me? Just try it, okay? Let go of all those things and hold faith and trust as you let go and watch it happen, okay? Future higher self. What is some advice from your future higher self, Spirit? When a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. And look at the fire here, okay? You are embarking on a new journey here. That's very, very apparent, okay? Be brave and authentic soul you were always destined to be. Again, with the ballerina energy here. So maybe you've always wanted to be a ballerina and it's something you never did, but there's a message here of it's never too late to embark on anything that you feel passion for, and so to do it, right? You are an original. I told you. Individuality, okay? You have to be your authentic self because you have to be that beacon of hope and light for others who are too afraid to be their individual self because everybody in society looks the same, okay? So let yourself follow your own heart. Don't be afraid to be truly you. This is so important for somebody here. The black swan, okay? When you may be feeling called to wear a lot of red lately, okay? Do it. When you bond with someone in spirit, you both become a greater force for good. Someone had a dream about their divine masculine yesterday and last night, and it feels like it was like in your dream, you're having this recognition of like your own parallel world is going on in that dream. And in your dream state, this is coming together, like this finally came together recently, and you're recognizing in your dream that it's been some time, okay? And in your dream last night or recently, you were like, this is over, okay? This is your subconscious fears coming through, and I'm getting this maybe very strongly what this masculine is sitting with right now, okay? You're picking up on the masculine subconscious fear here, or they may have even made this conscious with the energy that's coming through here. An eclipse may hide your light, but not forever, okay? Very strongly, 2020, okay? The year 2020 could be significant. This could have been when this went into separation, like physical separation, but also the 20 is stand with judgment. 20 could be a very significant number, but also 20 is coming through really strongly. Like this has been a 20-year cycle, a 20-year uproar. The sacrifices you make today will be worth it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? Don't mourn this. Don't mourn the sacrifices you have to make because the gifts will be so much greater. You have many layers of truth to discover. Still so much to discover with this Judgment card. Look, she's right at the cusp of just turning away from this old cycle, from this old earth here, okay? Embarking on this journey. So much to discover. Your heart always knows the way. Simply trust it. Oh, this is beautiful. What else, Spirit? What else can you tell us for this beautiful collective here? Big dreams are built by those who do the work. Exactly. Look at that pyramid here. You could have ties, past lives, to Egypt. It takes a lot of strength to become the person you have to become to have the life you want to have, okay? What you find may not be what you expect, but what you truly need. I'm gonna get one more here. I'm getting Wildest Dreams by, oh my God, by Taylor Swift. Be patient, trust the wait, everything is coming together. I'm getting, I just heard someone said, I have been very patient. Patience was a lesson for somebody here. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Okay, 3, 4, 5. You could be seeing numbers like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, numbers that go in sequence. Personal power. Personal power, strength, change, reflection, empowerment, future creation. You have the personal power and strength to create the changes you desire in your life. And this is really about that, okay? This is really about taking charge of your life again. Where this felt with the wheel in reverse and the 5 of Cups, where this felt so hopeless. You let yourself get to a point where you felt like you had no power when you had the power all along. And this was about learning that, okay? You have the power to change your life. 3737, comfort zones, exactly. Stagnation, okay? You're in stagnation, a safe zone here. Your comfort zone has become too familiar. It's time to step out and pursue what you truly desire, okay? Knowing that your angels are guiding and supporting you. When a new door opens, walk through it and begin again, okay? You're reaching out for something new at this time. I feel that really strongly. Maybe you're applying for a new type of job here. 2121, energetic balance. You're feeling this balance, okay? It's starting to come here. You're like really on the cusp of it. You're starting to feel maybe a little more rested. Maybe your sleep's been better, very much tied to whatever you just let go. And you're starting to see for real, this is what you needed to let go of, okay? And that's only gonna keep raising as time goes on. You're gonna see it more and more and you're gonna be like, wow. And trust me, you're gonna get to a point where it's like, I'm never going back to that. And that is going like a stake in the ground. You're going to be like, no, never. Can't believe I lived like that for that long. Balance, harmony, progress, alignment, dreams, favor. Even though you may be striving for meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. This number signifies that everything is aligning in your favor and your dreams are soon to be realized. And you feel this. Even if you're not quite seeing it in the 3D yet, like you're seeing small things come in, right? You could be seeing 1121 a lot. 1414, ignite your spark. Spark, inspiration, opportunity, joy, new beginnings, positivity. Focus on your needs and desires with a joyful attitude. New opportunities, friendships, or even family additions may be on the horizon. Embrace the positive energy to speed up the process. Just having a really good gratitude practice, okay? If you are building something, even if it's very, very slow, like let's say you started your own YouTube channel and you get like 1 subscriber every day or every other day, being in the practice of, thank you God so much for this new subscriber. I'm so appreciative. You know, just being appreciative for every stepping stone on your journey. It's very important. 1212, a lot of 1s and 2s here. Choices, decisions, stability, caution, focus, future priorities, clarity. The universe advises you to act with caution. It is important not to pursue all your ideas at once. And they're calling me to the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles here. You have a lot of choices here, okay? And hone into what stands out most to you, okay? You don't want to get yourself back to the energy of burnout. So it's about moving forward with this balance that you've learned to have, okay? Not getting into that energy of excess again here. 7, soul purpose, life path, divine guidance, success, alignment, mission, and fulfillment. Your angels are pleased with your life choices and are letting you know that you're on the right path. Keep up the good work as you are successfully fulfilling your soul purpose and life mission. So if someone needed an answer there you go. You are on the right path, okay? Just keep going. Mind energy 404. Focus, determination, preparation, mental strength, clarity, resolve, and future readiness. Prepare your mind for future challenges. Mental strength and focus will help you overcome obstacles with determination and hard work. Okay, working with somebody, possibly a counselor, okay? There is nothing wrong with that. That can really help you, especially if you find the right counselor here. 7722, ask for help, okay? This is really about asking for help from your angels, your guides, and God, okay? Like truly, we don't speak to the universe enough, okay? We weren't meant to do this alone, okay? 7-7, a lot of sevens here. You could be seeing 777, awakening, enlightenment, breakthrough, success, epiphanies, spiritual growth, and transformation. And we did have Jupiter in the beginning of this reading, all about growth and expansion, right? You are undergoing a profound spiritual awakening. I told you, a profound shift before I even laid out any of these cards, right? That will lead you towards a path of success, epiphanies, and breakthroughs in all aspects of your life. Like I said, everything is changing for you, okay? Your wildest dreams in career, love, money, everything, friendships, everything in your life is about to do a total 360. 2020. 2020. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Leo energy, strength. Again, you've had so much strength, and that is not going, it's not all for naught. That's not going unseen by anybody here, okay? Even if nobody in the 3D is telling you how strong you are, your guides, your God sees this in you. You have so much strength. You had what it took to go through 20 years of darkness, okay? Not a lot of people do. Not very many at all, okay? Resilience, courage, inner power, determination, fortitude, endurance. Draw on your inner strength during challenging times. Your resilience can lead to personal growth. Stay focused and remain open-minded as you navigate each step of your journey. Something very significant happened in the last 4 to 5 years of your journey, okay? Very significant. 2020 is significant. 20 years, and also the year 2020 for somebody here, okay? Let's move into twin flame messages, okay? We're gonna get messages from your divine counterpart, because you no doubt have a divine counterpart. And both of these people would have been through a lot in this time frame, okay? You have to travel to in deep down that rabbit hole of darkness and come out a warrior, so that this divine mission, you teach others how to get through it. Not a lot of people can do it alone, and you've done this alone. And I'm not saying physically. You could have done this, a lot of this, in a soulmate relationship. Someone who was really accepting of everything you've been through, going through, accepting when you made mistakes, things like that, right? This person was brought to you to not feel so alone, although you were doing this work alone, okay? Because there's a lot of things you could talk to this person about, a lot of things. They're not going to quite understand it, but they weren't judging you for it, okay? This person was brought to you to not feel so alone on this journey, okay? Whoever that's for. All right, twin flame messages here. So I'm just saying that you didn't have to physically be alone this entire time, but you really did this alone. You didn't have a lot of help. You didn't reach out for help. Twin flame signs and changing. Look for the signs for our connection. This is also going to raise at this time, okay? This is going to start coming in very strong. The signs, okay? So maybe you're seeing a lot of people that look like this person or remind you of them, their name, their birthday, yeah, the number of the day of their birthday, their name everywhere, their last name everywhere, their initials, just lots of things, okay, that remind you of them. Changing. I am working hard to change, to face up to all that I have been avoiding for so long. Yes, there was delays and procrastinations, all types of things in this relationship, okay, in this connection. Is this one? Okay, see one flipped out. Need you and intensity. You are so nurturing, yes, with the Empress energy, okay? They see this in you, like just nurturing and loving, like they know how loving you would be. And that is something that they've almost like never really had, okay? Like truly had. And they're just gonna be so grateful for it when they have it. I'm seeing a rabbit. Intensity. Our connection is so intense that it sometimes scares me. My feelings for you overwhelmed me sometimes. Please reassure me by taking things slowly and patiently. Goes back to not feeling deserving for a love like that. A love like this before. What song is that? A love like this before. Follow your bliss. I feel good when I know you are happy. Do something that you enjoy today. Feelings of joy and hope will bring us closer on our journey and put you at ease. Very important to keep your vibrations high at this time, okay? You want to magnetize this connection. Keep your vibrations as high as possible. My world, you mean the world to me. Lion energy, so much Leo energy here. Sun, lions, 8-8 portal. 8-8 portal could be very, very significant coming up here for this connection, especially if you have let go of these things, you released, you surrendered. The sun is coming out really strong, and you know, you're moving forward on your path, okay? Soon. Thank you, Spirit. I love when that happens. We will be together in the near future. Our reunion is imminent, and I'm doing all I can to be ready for you. I am working hard on myself to be better provider for you. This was really important with the 4 of Pentacles here, okay? They wanted some type of financial stability. They want to be able to take care of you. That was very, very important to them. There's no shame in that, but you didn't need that. You didn't need that. You looked at it like we can build together, and you will build together. Like, I'm getting empire, sleepless, anxiety keeps me awake at night. My life has changed since I met you. Okay, so we were picking up on that, sitting in the despair of did they mess this up? Okay, wanting. I'm feeling a big urge towards you. I can't help wanting you sexually. Maybe having like sexual dreams lately of the both of you. Faith. I have faith and hope in our connection and on us. I know you have been brought into my life for a reason, and it's bigger than both of us. Okay, so the epiphany that they're going through now. All right, let's get some burning. Actually, let's do the Twin Flame Intuit Oracle. Let's get spirit messages from this person's 5D higher self. We are alchemists. We transform fear into love and shadow into light. Exactly. Okay. You guys had to go through this darkness journey. 333 could be significant in order to fulfill your divine mission together and help others get through this. Okay. The ego had to be let go of. You see people come together. And when you go through this spiritual awakening and you awaken to this, sometimes the ego can take over, like, oh, I have this divine mission. Oh, I'm special, you know, and that's really has to be dismantled. Okay. And you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're truly on this journey, you've been through that. I'm changing this pattern and moving forward. Another 333 you could be seeing. Threes are about letting go, right? 10, I'm afraid you're going to meet someone else before I'm ready to be with you for good. Okay, so they're not quite there where you are yet. Like, you know, there's nobody else for each other, okay? And if someone is with somebody else, it's part of the journey. It's part of their healing process, okay? And these things have to play out the way they have to play out. You are my true love, my heart, and my soul. That's beautiful. God, what is that song? Is it by like Aaliyah or... A love like this before. Who is that by? I want to go read the lyrics now. I feel the chemistry between us. We need to trust that the energy we share will bring us back together. I know the universe works in mysterious ways, but sometimes I judge this situation instead of surrendering to it. I think you both have judged it to an extent. I'm ascending past life wisdom. It's helping me understand things with a new perspective. Possibly working on a meditation practice, this masculine is. Just helping them gain clarity. I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid to be myself. And you can see this masculine has a mask on. They are afraid that some things, parts of their past will not be accepted by you, okay? They have to get over that. They have to know that it doesn't matter. That part of this journey is realizing that everything we've gone through is part of the purpose, right? Is part of what we agreed to go through in our soul contracts. I've watched you change and grow so much. I'm trying to release my attachment to identity so I can change too. And here's another 3. So we do have the 333 on the board here as confirmation. I've been so grounded all my life. It's hard for me to trust the spiritual elements of our connection, yet I can't deny they exist. So possibly when you guys were in physical proximity, you knew to an extent that they were skeptical of like the spiritual world, right? Maybe religious, but skeptical of the spiritual world in the sense of like new age spirituality. Rainbows could be significant. You could be seeing them a lot lately. As you surrender your 3D expectations, I surrender to our 5D connection. And I'm getting really strongly that the feminine has very much energetically surrendered here. You may be about to even let go of tarot for a while. We have 444 here. And we did say that earlier with the Archangel Michael. I've hurt you and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me someday and understand I was reacting in fear, which I'm getting very strongly the feminine knows, okay? And has a lot of compassion and empathy for her masculine at this time, okay, for that. I'm afraid this relationship is too good to be true, and I pull away in fear. There was a lot of fear here for the masculine, okay? We have 1111 here. You could have seen that in the last 48 hours. There was a lot of fear here. I can't fully be there for you as long as I'm with this other person. As long as this person is in my life. I know it's hard for you, but I have to go through this experience in order to heal it. So yeah, but this is also a 5 and changes. So somebody, one or both of you, were in certain connections for a reason, and that has to play out, okay? There's gonna be no sporadic or forced movement. Things will fall into place as they're meant to fall into place. And someone here is really trusting that at this time. Burning Love Heart Oracle. So messages from your person. I'm afraid that I lost you forever. Exactly. Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly what we were talking about in the beginning. Okay. They are afraid. They fumbled this. It's over. Back to the dream. Whoever had this dream last night of this is over. Okay. This is their biggest worry right now. Is it over? The distance between us is killing me. You tame my demons. You've been the catalyst for change. That's for sure here. I'm on my way to you. I need to tell you the truth. Burning desire to tell you the truth here. To tell you, like, almost like I feel the same way. Sorry I didn't speak my truth when I had the chance. I didn't feel ready for you. I didn't feel good enough for you. I knew you were the one when I met you. Oh, this is such a beautiful connection. Once all these walls come down, all these blocks, and it's just pure connection, soul to soul, this is such a beautiful connection. I fantasize about you. I want to hold you. I want to hold you so much. You're just like heaven to touch. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Da-na, na, 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 na. I'm ready to take my mask off. They were scared. And you may have picked up on that because that may have even come into your energy where you were like, oh my gosh, there's a feather floating right outside the door. That could be significant for somebody. But there's this energy of maybe you even got into your head about it, like, oh, they're not gonna like this, or my body's not good enough, and you started feeling like that at some point. You were picking up on their energy. That was everything they were feeling. So now you can lean into that and feel compassion and empathy, okay? If they weren't feeling like they weren't physically fit enough, they didn't have it all together, they didn't make enough money, like they were feeling all of this, okay? And it made them run from the connection. I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. They thought that they would get over this. I can't let you go, and I want to reach out, but I don't know how. You've made yourself unaccessible, I'm hearing, okay? You've really made yourself unaccessible here, so they're not sure how to reach out, but they just got to reach out. I'm getting they have your phone number. They have your phone number, and they can reach out. They just got to say hi. Like, they just don't even understand how receptive you're going to be. I want to make things right. So someone really wanting to come forward. They still have a little bit of healing to do here, though. They're still letting go of some fear, okay? They got some root chakra blockage going on. Your energy is intoxicating, and it's pulling me in. But the reality of that is like the more you heal and the more confident and, yeah, the more confident and healed you get, the more confident and healed they're getting, okay? So think of it like that. If you're standing on business, they're going to start standing on business. I want a future with you. I'm scared you will reject me because they rejected you in the past. So they're scared you're like, that's what they're used to. That's the type of energy that they're used to, tit for tat. That's not this connection though. So they're still not at full recognition of what this connection is. You know what I mean? They're like getting there. They're getting the clarity. They're getting the epiphanies. But part of some of the biggest healing for this is going to be them reaching out and realizing all their fears were just an illusion. It's going to be part of the biggest healing in this, right? All right, let's get a couple more. They have a lot to say. They will never compare to you. I was selfish and stuck in my ego. Yep, we know that. You deserve better than them. Okay, so maybe both of you were in connections or just surrounded by a lot of energy. I feel such beautiful like golden hearts here. So it's relevant that you've maybe had a lot of people attracted to you in your life and vice versa. It's been the same. Okay, you could pull in a lot of energy, but with that, being able to do that, you're going to pull in a lot of people that need healing. Okay, and it's like having that discernment. Okay, and we're going back to the feminine energy here where she's very much like, that's not for me. That's not for me. It's like you can see it so clearly now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. We're meant to be together. I will wait as long as it takes for a shot with you. And I just heard shoot my shot. Someone is about to shoot their shot. I feel like getting a ruin. I feel like I just want to like bathe in this energy all day. This is so beautiful. This is such a beautiful connection. Man, I can't wait to hear whose story this is. Like, you know, I know my channel is like slowly growing, but like I can't wait to hear, because this could be a year down the line for somebody. I just can't wait to hear whose stories this is, because this is definitely like a beautiful, beautiful connection. I'm getting yellow very strong. Okay. And I just heard X marks the spot, and this is an X ruin. So let's see what this is all about for you, my loves. Constraint. That's very interesting, because I feel like this masculine has had so much constraint, and it's like they're about to burst. About to burst. Okay, 105. You're gonna hear me roar. Constraint, necessity, and pain. The necessity of learning to deal with severe constraint is the lesson. This constraint was a lesson. This also taught them how to constrain in a lot of other ways, which is good. This is tied to like having discipline from those devil energies, right? This ruin represents the obstacles we create for ourselves as well as those we encounter in the world around us. Both can be equally difficult to handle. The role of this ruin is to identify our shadow, our dark or repressed side, places where growth has been stunted, resulting in weaknesses that are often projected onto others. Don't take this world personally, this ruin is saying. And I'm being called to this because I posted a short yesterday. I like to do little shorts for these messages from your person, and then, you know, say like full read if it's resonating and you want to come see the full read. And this person commented, bullshit. And I just started laughing so hard because I could feel, and I don't mean to laugh, but I could feel the frustration and anger from this person. And I almost wanted to comment like I definitely wasn't taking it personally at all. Like, this person's definitely having a hard time. They're at like they're in an anger stage here, and it sucks. So I just stopped and prayed for that person for a minute. And I wanted to put like, you know, I'm praying for your healing on this journey, but I could sense that they were just going to get pissed off again and come back with like a really nasty comment. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to pray in silence for this person. But in the past, that probably would have hurt me, right? But it has nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me. And I know that, and I can see that so clearly now. And it's things like that will start happening for you, where you can really see that you're healing, that you're having profound healing on your journey, right? Don't take this world personally. This rune is saying, work with the shadow, examine what it is in your nature that attracts hardship or misfortune to your life, okay? And they're really tying me back to that devil energy, okay? So something you were doing or keeping in your life that you needed to let go of, that was keeping you in a cycle of darkness, okay? Work with the shadow. Okay, when at last you can look upon the ruin of constraint with a smile, exactly, back to that story, right? You will recognize the troubles, denials, and setbacks of your life as your teachers, guides, and allies. The need for restraint is unquestionable here. Drawing this ruin indicates that there may well be holdups and reasons to reconsider your plans carefully. Clearly, there is work to be done on yourself. So take it on with good humor and show perseverance. This is a time to pay off old debts, to restore, if not harmony, at least balance. So mend, restore, redress. When fishermen can't go to sea, they repair nets. Let the constraints of your time serve you in righting your relationship to yourself. Be mindful that rectification must come before progress. As always, consider the use of adversity. So what is this? You need to heal. You have to heal before this progress, right? And I just feel such a profound healing for somebody here, like basking in this contentment, this joy that you're starting to feel, right? And it keeps getting like cloudy and then sunny, cloudy and sunny, okay? So, and here it comes, the sun. The clouds just came over and the sun, just confirmation that they're saying here, okay, it's do your best to stay in this joy energy right now. You're doing such a good job, okay? It's been very difficult. And if no one's told you the beauty of your strength, I'm here to tell you that today. Your strength is beautiful. You've been through a lot and you've done it, okay? You are at this turning point with judgment here, okay? You are looking back on what you've been through and you're saying goodbye to it, finally, okay? Not that you're not holding space for everything you've been through, and you're going to remember this, and there will be times you need to reflect on it, okay? To keep leveling up. But you're looking back on it, saying a final goodbye now, okay? You're ready to embark on this new journey, your new self. You're ready to explore who you're about to become. And that is the great becoming. And that is absolutely beautiful. All right, my loves. I am so happy to have you here. Please remember to like and subscribe if this resonates with you, and to follow on this thread of energy that we've been going with here, this growth. I'm so happy to have the little soul tribe growing. I hope this helped you. I hope it gave you strength. I hope it helped strengthen your intuition on what you're already knowing and feeling. I love you very much. And until next time, love and light.